Gamers, Dragon Age Origins, episode 42. Welcome back. Last time we were just getting to Denerim. We went into Wade's Emporium, learned some stuff, swung by the Chantry, learned some stuff. It's really cool. Yep. Got some more quests to take around this area and a ton to go through here. So bear with me here. This is a brand new area. Tons to do here. This is Habern and Habern's Guard. And she has a servant.
Stare at me, Joe. I can have my father send you south to fight Darkspawn, you know.
She's got an elvish slave. The Noldar Anthology of Dwarven Poetry. The undead exhume, born from the shallowest graves, mined from the living. Do you like fried mush and nug? I do not like them, Mr. Klug. I do not like fried mush and nug. Would you eat them on a rug? If you eat, you'll get a hug. I would not eat them on a rug, for from you I would not want a hug. It's Dr. Seuss, I see. That's amazing. Dwarven poetry. Master Incognito... Ignacio? Oh, I thought it was Master Incognito. Master Ignacio. I'll tell you what, before we talk to him, see some valuable chests.
I recognize you from Ostagar.
Oh shit.
You trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden, Duncan's apprentice.
Shh.
You killed my friend and good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction.
No, I
sir.
didn't. Loghain's charges against the Wardens are false.
So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Loghain's word?
Use your wits. The Wardens would never help the
The
Darkspawn.
savior of Ferelden, Terran Loghain, personally told me of the Warden's betrayal. Your betrayal. An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Gnawed Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
Very well. If you insist on dying, you'll get your duel.
Make peace with the Maker, sir. These are your last moments.
This guy's probably gonna be fucking nuts, but see if I can pop into these chests.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Is that Spike Spiegel? Boot upgrade! Fade the Apprentice? Talk to Fade.
What is it? I have work to do.
Nothing. Farewell.
All right.
Okay. Sorry. Let's sell?
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian scented oils in all of Denerim. For a lady friend, perhaps?
Perhaps?
Roses can open any woman's heart, you know.
Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Valroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Tell me about Valroyo.
What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time of year has so many colors. And the skirts. Fine wools, cloths, many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old. But I like the people of this city very much.
Why did you leave?
Orlais has many, many good things. But it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after.
What's a chevalier?
You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
Wow. Why do people put up with them?
Because there is little choice. There are so many wonderful things about Orlais, but Ferelden has something precious. Here, a man or a woman is born free and lives free. I do not understand it, but the nobles here are not so high, and none of us are quite so low. As much as I miss my Varroyo, I love where I am.
What's there to see in the market?
Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my
I like
home.
her.
Circle and sorcelled objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Gnawed Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
Well, I have to go. Thank you, Lizelle. Sergeant Kylan.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular, establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Happy hunting.
Alright, well, we're heading to the Pearl to beat up some guys. You got anything to say?
Father found me a better job than this.
Oh, I wish Father. How come Father's got me on guard duty? Meh. Hey, it's the Mage's Collective.
Take this. You've earned it.
1 gold, the collective friend. This was the gift of silence that we got for Knight Commander Harith. Anything new in the bag? Blood of Warning. While they tend to be careful and judicious in their use of force, the Templars do indeed make mistakes. I understand that several relatives of our friends among the collective will soon become targets of the Chantry, and while I trust that this will not lead to lasting harm for those innocents, I wish to ensure that those targeted are fairly warned and evacuated before the Chantry can send its message. I ask that a noble soul take this bundle of vials attached to this missive and find the 4 homes the Chantry is likely to target in Denerim. Mark the front door of each home with the goat's blood from the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the Chantry can threaten them. Have you seen me? The collective is saddened at the absence of the great mage Reynold. Our friend has not been seen in quite some time, but our gatherings are the lesser for the loss of his tale of ribald exploits and the aroma of his delicious twice-baked meat pies. Reynold was last seen traveling in the direction of the Brazilian forest. Oh, he did so love the outdoors. Anyone who returns with evidence of the whereabouts of the beloved mage Reynold will be rewarded. Heard that? Just want to do some like light poking around in Denerim. Really learn the city. Learn where we can go, where we can't, where the hidden chests are, where the shops are. This wooden crate, it's got a poultice in it. That's why we check. It's a hooded courier that we can talk to. Hello?
My client appreciates your generosity.
What was that all about? Okay. I forgot that we had something to do with that, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
Finally started. Too much to hope they'd work it out.
Grey Warden poster.
On.
Don't believe the lies. Friends of the Grey Wardens assemble. The Hidden Pearl holds the key to resistance. The Griffins will rise again. Interesting. Aw, beggars. This is the Gnawed Noble Tavern. This is Genetivi's home. Hey, that's Brother Genetivi's house.
I haven't.
Sir Landry's. These are his fucking boys. These guys want to fight. This is the Wanderers of Theda's shop. Well, let's fight these guys first.
Are you ready? I am no savage. I would not take advantage of you.
Will nothing convince you to stop?
Nothing at all, sir. I am honor bound to kill you now.
I'm ready. Let's
May
fight.
the divine look
One on
after
one.
you, sir. You've held yourself with honor. Begin.
Probably should have saved, but
Let's get started. No water! Look at this mess! I love it! Right.
stun. Backstab damage. I'm fucking nuts, bro. I'm sorry, sir.
You fought with honor. Sir Landry couldn't have asked for a noble death.
Oh, 07, Sir Landry. I didn't want to do that, man. Engraved mace. Huge. Whew. Is that an upgrade for Alistair? There's a tier 4. I have a tier 5. Mine's 1 dex, 3 melee crit, 2 slots. I think mine's better. I think the Liberator Mace is better. It's a higher tier, 2 slots. Well, let's save. Why is... Oh, Friends of the Jenny. Friends of the Red Jenny. That's right, we have that quest. See if I can find the quest that was like... I don't know. We did something though, and someone turned it in with that hooded figure. A fancy vase. That'll sell nicely. Book? No. Scrolls? No. Books? No. Upgrade, but I lose 2 decks, so I'm not going to change to those, I think. This looks suspicious. Room goes on, but I don't know how. Something in here like opens that door, or we have to like cast a fire spell at it or something maybe. No. Fire doesn't work.
On it.
We'll come back. Let's go into the Wanderers of Theda's shop. The Tranquil Proprietor.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas.
We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Browses wares. He's got Winter's Breath, 10 cold damage, radiates cold, +3 spell damage. He's got Torch of Embers. This seems sick. Compared against Morrigan's. That's a tier 7. Well, Morrigan's is 1 magic, 5 fire damage. This is 3 spell power, 10 fire damage. Tier 3 though. What's Wynn using? Wynn's using a Acolyte Staff, which is just raw spell power. They've also got robes. Deventer Mage's robes. Compared against Morrigan's, she's got Archon robes on right now. 3 armor, 2 spell power. Robes of the Witch are 3 armor, cold resistance, chance to dodge. Deventer robes, 3 spell power, mana regen in combat. That's really nice. 5 spell power, spell resistance, mana regen in combat. 10 nature damage. I don't really think I need those. These are crazy though. 6 constitution, armor, chance to dodge, spell resistance, fire resistance, just tanky ass robes. I think these are nice. 5 spell power is crazy. And 1 mana regen in combat. So those are crazy. And then these are also really nice. For 3 gold. I think we're also going to pick up a Torch of Embers, sell the staff, or sorry, sell the longbow, sell the fire arrows, sell the engraved mace, sell the leather boots. Actually, no, keep those for her. Switch over to Morrigan, take her staff off. Whoa, hubba hubba. Hubba hubba, ladies. Same body. She probably wants the Deventer robes, 5 spell power, the mana regen in combat, and then give her the Magus Cowl. She can have whatever she likes. Keep the enchanted boots on her, and she can have the Torch of Embers. Now Wynn will use the Enchanter's Staff now, probably. She'll use the Libertarian's Cowl. And the Deventer robes, right? Or probably Senior Enchanter's robes, which is what she was wearing, right? Yeah. Three spell power, half mana in combat. I guess we'll just keep winning her Senior Enchanter robes.
Welcome to the wonders.
Ah, fuck me.
Welcome to the one.
Well, we're down to 3 gold. Tomb of Arcane Technique. This tomb gives the reader 1 point to spend on a talent point. I'm still looking for someone that will teach me how to become an assassin, so... Alright, well... Put these boots on her. Last time. I don't think there's anything in here. Dragon egg. Oh, a book. The History of the Chantry, Chapter 4. The crowds present at the death of Andraste were right to feel despaired. It is believed that the prophet's execution angered the Maker, and he turned his back on humanity once more, leaving the people of Thedas to suffer in the dark. In these dark times, mankind scrambled for a light, any light. Some found comfort in the demonic cultists that promised power and riches in return for worship. Others prayed to the old gods for forgiveness, begging the great dragons to return the world. Still, others fell so low as to worship the Darkspawn, forming vile cults dedicated to the exaltation of evil in its purest form. It is said that the world wept as its people begged for a savior who would not come. Andraste's followers, however, did not abandon her teachings when she died. The cult of Andraste rescued her sacred ashes from the courtyard in Min Rathos after her execution, stealing them away to a secret temple. The location of that temple has long been lost, but the ashes of Andraste served as a symbol of the enduring nature of the faith in the Maker, that humanity could earn the Maker's forgiveness despite its grievous insult to him. With time, the cult of Andraste spread and grew, and the chant of light took form. Sing this chant in the four corners of Thedas, it was said, and the world would gain the Maker's attention at last. As the chant of light spread, the cult of Andraste became known as the Andrastian Chantry. Those who converted to the Chantry's beliefs found it their mission to spread Andraste's word. There were many converts, including powerful people in the Imperium and in the city-states of what is known now Orleas. Such was the power of the Maker's word that the young king Drakon undertook a series of exalted marches meant to unite the city-states and create an empire solely dedicated to the Maker's will. The Orlesian Empire became the seat of the Chantry's power. The Grand Cathedral and Valroyo, the source of the movement that birthed the organized Chantry, as we know it today. Drakon, by the Emperor Drakon I, created the Circle of Magi, the Order of Templars, and the Holy Office of the Divine. God, I can't read right now, sorry. Many within the Chantry revere him nearly as equal with Andraste herself. The modern Chantry is a thing of faith and beauty, but is also a house of necessity, protecting Thedas from powerful forces that would do it harm. Where the Grey Wardens protect the world from the blights, the Chantry protects mankind from itself. Most of all, the Chantry works to earn the Maker's forgiveness, so that one day he will return and transform the world into the paradise it was always meant to be. Wow. This was by Brother Genitivi. That was incredible reading. Minus my reading skills, I know, but another book? The Geography of Thedas. I'm probably not going to read this one too much, but Thedas is bounded by the east, Thedas is bounded to the east by the Emerithian Ocean, to the west by Tirishan Forest and the Hunterhorn Mountains, to the south by the snowy wastes that lie beyond the Orniki Mountains, and to the north by Dornak Forests. The word Thedas is Tevinter in origin, originally used to refer to lands that bordered the Imperium. As the Imperium lost its stranglehold on conquered nations, more and more lands became Thedas, until finally people applied the name to the entire continent. Interesting. Well, of course there's lore here, huh? Denerim. When anyone in Ferelden speaks of going to the city, they inevitably mean Denerim. There is no other place in the kingdom which rivals it. not in size, population, wealth, or importance. It is the seat of the Denerim family, the capital of Ferelden and the largest seaport, and, by ancient tradition, the meeting place of the lands meet. As well, Denerim was the birthplace of Andraste, one of them anyway, as several other sites claim to have been the prophet's early home, including Jader and Orleas. The Chantry takes no stance on which site claim is valid, but it is well known that Andraste was Ferelden by birth. When visited the pilgrimage site in Denerim, it is inadvisable to mention Jader at all. Interesting. Or Yadar. However you say it. Alright, well, we got some good lore out of coming in this shop, and we got some good items for our casters. Now, let's get into that inn, shall we? Then we'll go over to Genetivi's home, but probably next time. Politics of Ferelden. To our neighbors, Ferelden seems utterly chaotic. Unlike other monarchies, power does not descend from our throne. Rather, it rises from the support of our freeholders, or the freeholders. Each freehold chooses the barn or arl to whom it pays allegiance. Typically, this choice is based on proximity of the freehold to the lord's castle, as it's worthless to pay for the upkeep of the soldiers who will arrive at your land too late to defend it. For the most part, each generation of freeholders casts its lot with the same ban as their fathers did, but things can and do change. No formal oaths are sworn, and it is not unheard of, especially in the prickly central Banorn, for bans to court freeholders away from their neighbors, a practice which inevitably begets feuds that last for ages. Terrans arose from amongst the bands, war leaders who, in antiquity, had grown powerful enough to move other bands to swear fealty to them. Wow, this is really interesting. There were many Terrans in the day before King Cailan had, but he succeeded in whittling them down to only 2. Gwaren in the south, Hyever in the north. These Terrans still hold the oaths of bands and arls who they may call upon in the event of war or disaster, and similarly the Terrans still hold responsibility for defending these sworn to them. The Earls were established by the Terrans, given command of strategic fortresses that could not be overseen by the Terrans themselves. Unlike the Terrans, the Earls have no bands sworn to them, and are simply somewhat more prestigious bands. The king is, in essence, the most powerful of the Terrans, although Denerim was originally the Terranir of the king. It has since been reduced to the Arling, as the king's domain is now all of Ferelden, but even the king's power must come from the bands. Nowhere is this more evident than during the lands meet, an annual council for which all of the nobles of Ferelden gather, held for almost 3,000 years except for odd interruptions during blights and invasions. The slight of a king asking for and working to win the support of lesser men is a source of constant wonder to foreign ambassadors. Interesting. So basically, in the surrounding areas, you would choose who your ban or arl is and kind of like vote for them in. They become like nobility in who you serve. And then Tyrans are kind of like war leaders that would operate as like side leaders. That's interesting. Waitresses, bartender.
What can I get you, stranger?
Have you heard any rumors?
The dark spawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings, and then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. Anything else you need?
Anyone need help? Maybe with something not strictly legal? He glances around for prying eyes, then produces a few notes on behalf of interested parties. Corresponding interrupts. R has a small request. It's always useful to have one big name, or to have a big name in your pocket, and there's nothing better than snagging them with their knickers down. If in travels wide someone were to come across notes between illicit lovers, I have certain specialists who can make the most of the texts. Deliver to the bartender, and an invest towards future manipulation will be handsomely paid. So I think those are those love letters that we find. Maybe we can take some of that information that we learn of, like, you know, who is secretly loving who, and sell it maybe. D requires swift action. I have trouble. A few of my more excitable young associates got a little nervous during a couple of delicate handovers. Suffice to say, a little mess needs attention. Life is normally cheap, but if word on this gets out, there will be consequences. My men are under close watch, so I would be most gracious for someone willing to take care of this. Coin is assured. I don't know what that means, but we'll do it. Negotiation aids. K requests the following. The trouble of the new blood seems to find me. The troubles of the new blood seem to find me. I've ruffled some feathers with my alternative tactics, and certain people have had me blacklisted by my primary suppliers, so I put this out there to those enterprising friends who want an ally and perhaps a little coin. 15 toxin extract samples will be more than enough to ensure I can continue building support. Simple, isn't it? Alright. 15 toxic. Ugh.
What can I get you, stranger?
Let me see your wares.
Right, I'll show you around.
Let me get them poultices. Let me get these big boys here. Let me get... Oh, he's got the greater health poultice recipe. Wow. Wouldn't mind the ale, mushroom. Give me the ale fruit. I can make shit with this. Alright. Sophie's guard.
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste.
Wasn't that the rich lady's guard?
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynne?
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding, with that cloud hanging over everything for many years.
This should be easy enough.
Do you think you'll be there? To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with.
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable woman, Wynne. You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have left. But perhaps you are right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that believes in me, so... Now, if I could only feel the same way myself, that would be something.
Well, you guys just hang out here in the pub for a second. I'm gonna get a room, look around. I'm gonna leave them behind and just kind of do this job alone.
This should be easy enough.
Nothing. It's a bath. Oh shit. Looked like a canary for a second, but I don't think it is. Ravane? Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium nor the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Ravane. The chant of light never truly reaches the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Qunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Khun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Qunari War. The Ravani refuse to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. Interesting. So maybe in the Qunari customs. It seems like they have seers that like allow themselves to be possessed. That's insane. Hey, a red steel axe. This must be, is this Caitlin's room? This must be. Oh shit. A diamond, an iron ring, silk carpet, 2 gold. Fuck yeah. Greater health poultice. This is definitely her room. Well, we made double our money off just the tip alone, plus stuff to sell. Alright guys, we're all good. Come on.
Let's get started.
Crimson Ore's leader.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull.
Alright.
Rounds for me men.
Don't even think you can spill that and leave it for me to clean.
Liaison.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
On it.
Anything new in the box? Notices of death. Warden. It is always a sad duty to report the deaths of those who have died in the service of the guild. Today this duty falls to you, should you accept it. With this letter, you will find the names of 4 women recently widowed in the letters giving condolences for the loss of their husbands. All 4 men were killed doing the works of the irregulars, and we mourn the deaths of all who die in the service of our ideal. Please handle this task with the discretion and care that I am confident you possess in spades. You must deliver these notes to the widows Irina in Redcliffe, Larana near Lake Calenhad, and Sara and Tania in Denerim. Many thanks for this task. Railnor. Restocking the guild. My good people, we're facing work coming in from 2 fronts, and everyone must contribute. The irregulars are prepared to pay any man or woman who comes forth with a gift of 20 health poultices, no questions asked. If we work together, we can stock the irregulars for war. Railnor. 20? I mean, I have that, but I don't want to turn that in right now. Like, holy fuck. That's like all my meds. I need to get one of these, probably Win, to... Let's take a peek at her skills. The next levels that we get with Win, the next 4, we'll probably put them in Improved, Expert, and Master Herbalism. And then go ahead and try and teach her how to make poultices. That'll be extremely valuable.
Now we drink more.
Alright, well, I think this is a good stopping point for the night. We're going to call it here for now, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, and God bless, gamers.